Hi guys! It seems that we were able to find a lot of my weaknesses, which is why I'm over here filming another episode of Out of My Loop again. Today, my task is to watch anime. Now, I know that for some of you there's like a dream come true, but for me it is a monumental challenge because anime is just not really my forte. It's not really something that I have watched in its entirety. Let me just put it out there first. I am not a hater. I'm just none the wiser. Anything and everything that I know about anime is honestly just stuff that Isaac tells me, stuff that he performs for us, stuff that he forces XQ and I to do when we have time at the store. Basically just things that you guys talk about when some of you have come through to the store. Like you guys have conversations about, you know, anime and stuff like that with him, you know, so that's where I pick up most of the stuff. But if you ask me, like, honestly, FJ, have you actually like sat down on your own and thought to yourself, hey, maybe today I'm gonna watch anime? My answer to you is just not in my blood to do it. I feel like anime in general is really Isaac's premise. He is really well versed with a lot of these Japanese stuff, and that's not to say I'm a total stranger to Japanese culture. Especially when I was in secondary school, I used to listen to a lot of these Japanese idol groups. I don't know if any of you will remember them, honestly. I used to listen to a lot of news. Heisei Jam, Kanjani 8.
1, 2, 1, 2.
Cartoon. I don't know if you guys know those. Oh my gosh. So I used to listen to those a lot. As for Japanese shows, I feel like the ones that I've really watched are like Japanese television dramas, like live action ones. So things like what's that, you know, I'm a prisoner of love. Is it Red Thread? Is it Strings Attached? What's it called? I don't remember the show name, but it has real Nishikido inside. I used to watch things like Nobuta will produce See Oretachi wa itsudemo. So but my interest in Japanese culture never really poured over to anime. That's not to say I've never watched a single animation lah. When I was younger, I used to watch Sailor Moon, Cardcaptor Sakura. I also watched a fair bit of Studio Ghibli films, so please don't hurt me. So today I will be watching the first episode of 3 big anime names. They are Bleach, Naruto, and One Piece. I'm just gonna go ahead and watch it. I actually have it all on my browser right now and ready to go. So when I'm done, let's just talk about which ones I enjoyed, which ones I think I might watch the second episode of, or which one I totally do not want to see ever again. I don't know. I feel like I have seen this hairstyle a lot when I was in secondary school. I feel like everybody had that hair. I thought this scene was pretty cool. Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. His voice is very cute. But now I want to eat ramen. The music very feeling eh. Right, Kobe. Okay, so I watched all 3 already. I mean the first episodes of all 3 animes that I mentioned earlier. Of the 3, I think the one that I liked best was probably Naruto. There was like a whole spectrum of emotions that I could feel in the first episode alone, so I think that was what really set it apart from the other two. The one that I think I am least likely to watch the second episode of is probably One Piece. There was a lot of screaming involved. It reminded me a lot of that time when I think I was with Isaac and then he was watching a show on his phone without earphones, and there was so much screaming. Every second it was like and then when I looked over, he was actually watching Eva, and I was just like, why are they always screaming? Yeah, One Piece really reminded me of that. Screaming aside, I feel like the first episode of One Piece was okay. It wasn't like truly captivating like the other two. But I know that there are shows that really require you to watch a few episodes of to truly get a hang of it and to let the storyline shine through lah. But just based on the first episode alone, I feel like I enjoyed One Piece the least. I don't think I have really that much to say about Bleach. I think Bleach was okay. I don't really have much to say. How was my experience watching an anime episode in its entirety? I have to say there are quite a few differences when it comes to Japanese anime and like Western animated shows. For Japanese anime, there is a lot of loud screaming and shouting. Yeah, Japanese anime very, how to say, it's like very excitable, very expressive. In all, I think it was an interesting experience. I managed to pull through and watch an episode each, which is more than I have ever done in my entire life. So yeah, that concludes today's episode of Out of My Loop. Thanks for joining me on my journey, on my anime journey. Till next time.